Love and light all. Welcome to my channel. It's Evie Mays. I apologize for being away for a while, but actually doing these readings takes a lot out of a person's like mental stamina almost. It's almost as if it like really drains you almost on a physical level because it's so spiritual. I don't know, but it drains a lot out of me. And being an empath, that's hard to just live your life. Not hard, it's easy to live your life. It's just hard to be able to live your life without feeling on other energies and stuff like that. So without any further ado, we're gonna do a reading. Let's make it a four, pick a card reading for basically four different readings about what you need to hear for now. Let's keep it simple. Keep it simple. What do I need to hear? 4 readings. Don't mind me if I zone out. I tend to do that when I'm trying to reach my space. All right. 4 readings. Okay, so now that I have the 4 cards, tell me which card, well, choose the deck that you wish to hear about. So, it's going to be deck 1, 2, 3, and 4 in front of me. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's get started getting those cards for these readings. Well, I don't know who picked group 4, but it keeps on telling me that you need more cards. So, let's get started. telling me to keep pink on top here. Keep on getting extra cards and stuff. It's crazy, that reading. That is. Okay, so let's start with group 1. Alright, group 1. You're on your road to exploration. You have the Knave of Wands. You're trying to explore a part of your life and build upon like your very naive, almost rudimentary experience on that part of your life. It's brand new to you, probably a little mystical. You're probably a healer, to be honest. You're probably a healer. You're probably working on learning how to heal, whether that be through Western or Eastern medicine or magic or whatever you like to call it, science, magic, it's all the same. You're setting out. You have like a setting out energy. I feel like perhaps you have something that's probably, because it came up in the upside down reverse way. This is the Knave of Wands. It came out reversed originally. So I feel like you want to do something, but you're probably telling yourself you can't, or you're probably just not going through with it because you think it's not worth your time, but it is. Whatever that is, it's worth your time, and you can definitely do it. It's in your life's path. It's saying with this, with the devil card in reverse, it's telling me that you're starting to release negative and bad vibes, the energies from your life, whatever that may be, a person who is in your life that's making your life a living hell, whether it be codependency on drugs or alcohol, but you're letting go of that area of your life right now. There's still something that's standing in your path. It's like a password that you don't have for this computer here. You see that? There's still something in your path with this Four of Pentacles. It's like, you're on a stable ground, but there's still things that are unknown to you that you still want to get access to. Some higher part of yourself. I feel like you're a healer, but I could be wrong. It's like a part of yourself that you're just having a hard time accessing. Whether it be your emotions and letting people in. There's something that you're doing that's not really letting you express your true potential, your full potential, rather. Sorry about that. The 4 of Fire card in reverse, I feel like you're creatively blocked. Maybe you're an artist. Maybe you have an artistic block. Let me show you the card. It's pretty. Perhaps you have some sort of artistic block since it came in reverse. And you're just trying to, this is telling me that you should just go and wing it. Just like experiment. If you're a musician, experiment with your sound. If you're an artist, experiment with the way you portray your art on a canvas or whatever you use, paper, whatever, digital art. It's just telling me to shake things up a bit. Have come from a stable standpoint, but shake it up in a way in which you can still relate to whatever it is you're shaking up, like your art or your art form or whatever work type of related. I feel like this might be work related. Perhaps you're like you design jingles for a company or something interesting like that. Maybe you do an interesting line of work, and it's saying shake it up a little bit. Stay on solid ground by not, straying too far from the path, but just shake it up just a little bit. Do something you're just a little bit not used to, something you're not really too used to, but like nothing that you'd fail at. Not that you'd fail at anything. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying you could do whatever you put your mind to. It's just saying shake it up, but not in a dangerous way. Shake it up in a way which you could pull it off, but you just have to try really hard. In your love life, I'm feeling like somebody might be either stringing you along or leading you on right now, and perhaps you're just not taking notice to it, or you're just letting it happen. This is telling me that you should just let that go. Let's pull out one more love card and see what's going on there. Okay. It's telling me you're not freeing yourself. I feel like you already know about this. I feel like you know that they're leading you on. free yourself in reverse. I feel like you already know what you should do, but you're not doing it. So whatever it is that you should do, this is telling me you should just take that leap and leave it behind. Leave this person behind. They're deceptive. They're not there to show you true love, show you real love. All right, so that's group 1. Let's move on to group 2. All right, this one is telling me it should be this way. No, it's not. All right, so for group 2, all right, so the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. The 4 of Pentacles in reverse, all right? I feel like you guys are probably being stingy, or not stingy, kind of like cut off. Maybe you're removing yourself from the world right now. You're in a position of like healing yourself. Perhaps you just came out of a relationship or something, but it could be material wealth too. It could be like you just lost your job and you're feeling it right now, and you're just you're clinging on to every little thing you have, materially, love-wise. You're clinging on to it, and it's almost as if you're holding it so close you're smothering it, like you're being greedy with it, or not greedy, but you're being it's like instead of having like this stable 4 of Pentacles type of vibe where you're, you know, not hoarding, but you're saving in the right amount, everything in moderation. I feel like perhaps you're taking it a little bit too far and holding things too close to you. Let's see. You took a gamble with something, either your heart or a job opportunity. You took a gamble with something, and right now it didn't really pay off, so you're a little disgruntled. I feel like this might be a divine masculine energy, but it could be divine feminine. Well, you could be a female, but I feel it's divine. I feel like this was a divine energy type of mistake or something, or that's the type of outlook you took to it. So Knight of Wands, you're kind of introverted at this moment in time. You're probably a very outgoing, extroverted type of person, but like I said with this first card, the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like maybe you just came out of something really harmful to yourself, like maybe it was an unhealthy relationship, or I feel like something happened in your life that it just wasn't so great, so you're kind of guarded. You're kind of having your guard up right now with everything, kind of not letting anybody in. And you have like this bachelor type of approach to life right now. You're a little disgruntled, you're a little, not angry, but maybe a little bit aggressive, quick-tempered, fiery of the mouth. But it's okay. I feel like since it's in an upright manner, I feel like you're doing just perfectly fine, just keeping yourself and healing. I feel like there's very much a time of healing for this group. The Messenger of Earth and Children, I feel like the Children card, I feel like perhaps this argument, whatever it was, could have been with a spouse or something. So maybe you fought with your wife or your husband, or over the kids, or maybe one of you is a teacher and the other person's work was getting in the way. I don't know why I feel like this is a romantic reading, but let's stick with that. I feel like perhaps there's kids in your life that they're not the problem. Kids are never the problem. Children are always the solution. Children, always the solution to any problem you have. But I feel like they might have caused a rift between you and somebody. The Messenger of Earth is just saying good things are gonna come. You worked for them. Good things are gonna come. You worked for them. I feel like right now you know what you're doing. I feel like you're very inept. You're very inept in self-exploration. I feel like this is a very open-minded person who's easy to understand, who can really understand themselves very well, very easily. I feel like you're just in a journey of introspection and spiritual elevation, perhaps. I feel like right now you're a little bit too far in your healing mode, and maybe it's time for you to shake things up a bit, like kind of like group 1, but in a different way. Maybe it's time for you to shake things up a bit and be just a little bit more outgoing. I feel like perhaps you're solidifying yourself or keeping yourself in a solitude because of how horrible this past, whatever it was, whatever that rift was, that problem that caused a rift in your happiness and your depression, whatever it was, that really, it screwed you up. So you need to kind of like take a chance. Maybe it's saying with this gamble card, maybe you're not taking the chance to go out and have fun. Perhaps you're just keeping to, because of whatever happened in the past, whatever you guarded from, it's keeping you from going out and taking chances and doing fun stuff. Like go gamble with your, not with your life, but go gamble with your day, with your, you know, carpe diem, seize the day, like seize the day. Go out and have some fun. Go to a movie theater, go on a date, go out with friends. Right now you probably don't trust people, but it's saying to me, I feel like you can trust somebody. Let me see what's going on. I'm gonna pull out another love card for this group. Maybe I'll pull out another advice card actually too. So I'm just so hidden. Make the effort. See, okay? Make the effort to go out and have fun. You'll find somebody. If that's what this is about, you'll definitely find somebody. I feel like just make the effort. Please make the effort. You just have to go out and have fun. Live life. Take a gamble. Let's see. The next deck wants to be read already. Alright. See, you're very introverted, introspected. You're in a healthy place, but it's almost as if you've been there long enough. It's time to get out, you know? The Four of Air, you're reflecting. It's good that you reflect. You need to take time to reflect, but it's been long enough. Go out and take the chance. Perhaps you isolated yourself so long, you went a little stir crazy, and you're just not out in the open right now. So let's see what you could do. Go out and take the effort. Make the effort to go out. Alright, so, group 3, finally. Okay, group 3, you're very similar to group 2 already. I see that the Hermit card is pulled. I feel you guys are very self-reflective right now. You're kind of pulling out away from society. Taking time to find yourself, perhaps. I feel like this might be a spiritual group. Just like, I mean, anybody who's watching this is spiritual. You gotta be, because you're watching this. But I feel like this might be one of the most spiritual groups so far. Besides one was really spiritual. Alright. Okay. Somebody's finances is doing really well. I feel like this is my workaholic group. I feel like you guys are hermit mode for a different reason. This is definitely not a love reading. I feel like you guys were very unfortunate in the past, and you've lost out on an opportunity. 10 of Pentacles. I was about to say coins. 10 of Pentacles. In reverse, actually. I feel like you guys might have missed out on an opportunity, or you guys really were unfortunate in the past. Perhaps you were poor growing up, or like I was poor growing up. I was poor as shit. I mean, I still have a hole in my wall. Who the hell knows? But perhaps you were just very unfortunate in the past, and you're trying to work on your money, and you're right there. I feel like you're right at a point where you're very comfortable. I feel like this group is a very comfortable group, but they're just cutting themselves out of life. Perhaps they're not feeling like they're enjoying all that their money can give them right now. But that's okay, because it's in the upright position. I find that to be a very positive omen. 6 of Fire. Okay, so look at this. It's a dirigible. It's 6 of Fire. It's just floating through the air. It's like happy-go-lucky. It's a very stable number, 6. 6 means to like kind of self-reflect almost. I feel like you're in very deep introspective place right now, and you're just concentrating on getting your money up. But just like group 2, actually, you're just like group 2, but in a different way almost. It's like you're not cutting yourself out of life or cutting yourself away from enjoying life because of traumas about trusting people. You're more or less cutting yourself out of life because you don't know how to stop working. You're just a workaholic. I feel like you're just a workaholic. You just don't know how to cut. You quit it. You're either a Wall Street banker or something like that, but you are concentrated on your money right now. Perhaps you're a music artist and you just want to make that coin, so you're just really hungry for the music game, and you are just doing whatever you can, even if it means cutting off society right now. I feel like you are just, with this card in reverse, 6 of Fire in reverse, you're just not, you're not taking the chance to go out and stuff. You're just stuck wherever you are. You're just working your butt off, and you're just, maybe you're not even showing any signs of what all that work is giving you. Perhaps you're working without any results and it feels like it's getting you upset. But you have to realize that you already have, with this 9 of Pentacles here, I feel like you already have everything you need. I feel like you are very comfortable. I feel like you do have enough money. I feel like perhaps you're just telling yourself, I just want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. And I get hungry too for material things, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, what do you really got? You, yourself, and yourself. You have you, yourself, and yourself, the food you eat, everything that can make you comfortable, the people you love. Like, remember that love makes all the difference. Loving yourself enough to say, you know what? I'm gonna take a break from work today. I deserve to play a little bit. Go out and have fun. Stop wasting away in front of a computer or wherever the heck you're wasting yourself away at, because I feel like you're cutting yourself off from society in an unhealthy way almost. You have no passion in your life. It's saying you have no passion. You're not letting anybody in. You're not doing anything. It's not because you don't trust anybody. It's just because you're concentrated on your money. And I feel like perhaps you should take a break and realize that not everything has to be material. Not everything has to be perfectly earthly. Perhaps you need to concentrate more on your mental fortitude. I feel like you have to concentrate on opening your third eye, patience, tolerance, less bloodthirsty money and more love honey. You know, like just love yourself enough to get out of that mindset that money is just going to be the solution to all your problems. Let me pick out another advice card for this group. Group 3, advice card. Call. Your spirit guides are calling to you. The King of Water in reverse. I feel like I'm talking to a Scrooge group. You might be the most lovely person in the world, and I feel like you have the ability and the means to become the King of Wands upright, but you're missing your calling. It's saying call. I feel like this is your intuition, your higher power, your the God that made all of us, the God that we're all connected to. Whatever that is to you, it's calling out to you. It's saying, listen to me. Your intuition's saying, listen to me. Sit down. I need you to stop being so apathetic, so indifferent to society and the world around you. Stop that. You need to tolerate and understand and come out of your shell and realize that not everybody's just like you, and not everybody's as smart as you, not everybody's gonna think about things you think about, and even though you came from a place from where you were probably really poor, to be honest, when you were younger. You're probably just really poor. You probably just had to struggle. You probably were hungry a few nights of the week or whatever it was. Maybe you weren't. maybe it's not even money that you're hoarding. Perhaps this is like a love, or like perhaps you're hoarding yourself away because you've been so hurt, or maybe you're so poor in soul, or whatever it is. But I feel like this is a very Scrooge type group. I feel like you guys need to come out of your shell and let the lighter side of you show, because I feel like you let the dark side show a little bit too much. Be this compassionate, unconditional loving king of water energy. He is I feel like there's a very masculine energy over here. I don't know, you could be a woman, but I feel like it's a very masculine energy. Perhaps you're a very angry group, like perhaps you're very angry, something really angered you, and that's why you're working so hard to get past it. Saying this calling is saying it's calling you to your higher power. You need to call. You need to listen to the call. You need to listen to yourself. Obviously, you're watching this reading. You know something's wrong. You need to fix it, and it's saying you need to fix it right away. So, group 3, heavy as can be. Who knew? Only you know what's going on in your life right now. If any of this didn't apply, let it fly, of course. Like Anza says, I love her so much. She's amazing. Only you know how this reading can relate to you. So, whatever it is, whatever destiny or fate or whatever it is that made you come to this reading, whatever it was that brought you here, wanted you to listen to this for a reason. Your higher power, your intuition, the God that loves and made us all, whatever it was that guided you here, you had to hear something there for you to click on this video. There's always a reason. There's a reason for everything. I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe that our lives are written out in stone. I believe that we do have choices. And even whenever you hear these cards, it makes your path open to many more paths that you can take. This is not constant. Whoever hears this for right now. It's crazy. I don't know how to explain it any better than that. But you're hearing it for what you're going through right now. So you heard this for a reason. You got these cards for a reason. And only you can figure out why you got these cards. But destiny put them in your way for a reason. So listen. Listen to your higher power. Listen to your intuition when you watch these cards. And let it relate to something that you have. Because that's what you were meant to have it relate to. Alright? Okay. Group 4. The Two of Wands. You had it in reverse. Alright, so I feel like this person was venturing out, starting a new beginning in something, but they started ahead of themselves and they kind of like took the leap without looking down first, and they hurt themselves. They took that jump, they took that leap, but it wound up hurting them a little bit. Maybe they got embarrassed, or perhaps it was a romance thing. Perhaps you took a leap with somebody and it just didn't fruit anything, and you're just hurt right now. But I feel like you ventured into something without having all your ducks in a row, and you just got into trouble. So let's see what comes next after that. Okay, the Knave of Wands. You got good cards. Okay, so I feel like this person was running for the longest time from a sordid past. Like, I feel like you had like a very rough goings of things. Probably had a very rough life with this this Knave of Swords. But I usually go upon the imagery and what my brain, my intuition, my spirit guides, what they tell me. And right now I feel like you probably had a very sordid past. You probably you were running away from things, or running after things that probably weren't that great for you. I feel like there's a very aggressive vibration to this card, very aggressive feel. I feel like you ran head first into things that weren't all that great and you got yourself into trouble. That's kind of what I'm feeling, whether it be in love or money, whatever it was. Somewhere along the line, you found out, this is a very spiritual group, I can feel it. You found out that the world, wherever you whatever path you decide to take, you have the world at your feet. I feel like this card, this group knows that their world is at their feet. They can choose whatever path they want in life, and it's never too late to start a new beginning. They already know. Like, you guys know that the world is ahead of you. Your world card means good things are coming for you. You're walking into the future with bright, happy positivity, and people realize that. They see that with this Knave of Wands. People see you coming into yourself. They're noticing. They're looking back at you, like this woman who's looking at this man. People see that you're coming into yourself. The world is starting to set in place. You're probably a very powerful manifester. I feel like you manifest a lot of energy in a positive direction, and you're getting what you need to now. Now, I definitely feel like all these cards left, is romance. Like, this has to be a romantic thing. Ooh. Okay. Alright. You know what? You guys have so many friggin' cards anyway. I might as well. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so I feel like this is something else. Alright. I feel like somebody separated from you. You had a separation from somebody in your past, and they went away. But now, with this engagement card, I feel like they're coming back. I don't know. I feel like somebody went away, or either you just went through a separation, but it didn't really mean that much because I didn't get any other cards. So you got over it quickly. Or somebody you had a separation with is coming back, and they're gonna give you an engagement. I feel like this is somebody you know. I feel like somebody's gonna give you an offering of love. Like, somebody wants to have a relationship with you. They want to have a relationship with you. I feel like when you guys are together, or whenever you meet this person, when you are together, you'll know that this is the person that I'm talking about by how playful they are. You will have a lot of fun with this person. You'll almost be in like a childlike state with them. Like, it'll be a very nostalgic type of feel to them. I'm feeling very much twin flame. Like, I feel like this reading is amazing. Like, okay, like I'm not even a front. This is a really great reading. Like, I'm feeling twin flame here. You guys are going to be very playful together. It's saying, now this card to me, it's a pay attention to the red flags. I feel like this is telling me that there's going to be a couple of frogs you kissed along the way that are going to vie for your attention at the same time that your twin flame is coming to you. Don't pay them any mind. Pay attention to the red flags. They are not the one for you because you know exactly who you want. You know exactly who you want, and you have the world at your feet right now, so you know exactly what you're gonna get. Really amazing reading. Powerful manifestors. Three of Earth in reverse. I'm not getting really horrible vibes from this card. I feel like sometimes you're a little out of touch, to be honest. I feel like that's all it's telling me. I feel like you're a little out of touch. You're not always balanced. It's saying keep working at it. Keep working on your balance and like the Trinity, mind, body, and soul. Like, keep on working on every one of them because you're gonna need it. Because I feel like you're a very ascended type of person. You're a very spiritual. From this imagery, like, I feel like you're a very spiritual, knowledgeable person. You're just a little out of sorts, so perhaps you need to organize yourself, organize your mind a little bit, and see where that takes you. So yeah, I feel like this is a wonderful, wonderful reading for this group. You know what? Law of Attraction cards. I didn't get to pull them, so I would pull them, but let me see what else comes. Actually, you know what? Forget that. I'm gonna take my white cat's turn. Let's see what else comes. Nice. Okay. You're coming into a new quick beginning with the Ace of Swords. there's gonna be a new quick beginning to this. I feel like this is gonna be a romance thing.